Here's a very short history of the Wolgan Gap, built by the Public Works in 1889. Here it is on our topo from 1935. It was always a challenging road. Here it is in 1960 at the overhang. Here it is in 79 with the overhang gone. Sometimes it played pretty rough with us. Sometimes we played rough with it. This was an RFS backburn gone wrong. What a shit fight. It nearly killed the Mansfields and my dad and ruined the gap. And then it started raining for 3 years. Check out the drains. Look at this drain full in March 21. Here it is, still full with the same stuff in November 21. Then the road started to fail, and it started failing worse. And they tried to fix it. They didn't do a very good job. Then they thought, let's fight water with water. How'd that work out? Not too good. Look at this mess. But still they persisted. I think the water truck might have been on hourly rate. And then on the 7th of November, this fell down. On the 8th of November, they cut the site vertical. Look at that. And then, wouldn't you know it, what a surprise, it fell down the next day. Then they closed the road. Here it is, nicely closed off for us. But life must go on. So we walked and rode into our farm.
It's the landslip that happened on the 9th of November that's closed the road. Nothing's fallen down since the 9th of November. That's it.
We started cleaning up the road. We heard council was going to rip up the road. So we set up a blockade to stop the contractors. So they got the jump on us.
So this is what they've done.
Look at this rooster.
So we're just here with the machines. We've stopped them from working. They've ripped one lane wide, you can still get around it. They snuck up here while we're at the top, put the rippers in and just drove down the road.
Contractors and council still use the road to move their equipment in and out of the valley. And so have we. It's the only safe way to travel in and out. Without the gap, the valley would be already dead. Feed, stock and water, all essential. For the last 31 months we've maintained the road with Bertie. We inspect the road every few days for safety. While council have used it as a tip and vandalised it. There have only been minor rockfalls during rain events since the closure. In actual fact, only 3 rocks too big to drive around have fallen. This was the biggest, May 25. We've installed signage to make travel safer. We've monitored the slip that WSP said would fail in March 23. It's almost non-existent.
Okay, I found it. So this is Nathan's slip. We're right behind that last fall. You can see there's the crack there. And there's the other crack. It's sort of 45 degrees to the slope.
Not much of a slip. Check out my boot. Here's WSP here for a picnic. They can't even walk down the gap. Australian standards won't let them. What a joke. As you can understand, the community get pretty agitated when they see stuff like that. Tensions remain high. Thanks for watching, viewers. This movie is authorised by nobody.